technical innovation has always been a core component of the Royal Navy. On the 10th of January 1912, Lieutenant Charles Sampson flew the first biplane from the deck of an adapted battleship, and so the first aircraft carrier was born. Used for reconnaissance missions, ship-deployed aircraft played a key role during the First World War, and at the Battle of Jutland, they gathered vital intelligence on the movement of the German fleet. In 1918, the first aircraft carrier, HMS Argus, was commissioned and was fitted with a full-length flight deck and hangar capable of accommodating up to 20 aircraft. Carrier innovation continued rapidly, and by the Second World War, carriers were at the head of operations. In May 1943, during the Battle of the Atlantic, 36 Fleet Air Arm squadrons flew some of the most hazardous missions imaginable during the campaign. Post-war innovation included the use of steam catapults to launch heavier jets, an angled deck, mirror landing sites for faster recovery, and a ski jump designed for the first Sea Harrier. In July 2008, the UK government signed a contract for 2 new aircraft carriers. HMS Queen Elizabeth and HMS Prince of Wales are to be the largest warships ever to be constructed for the Royal Navy. Using the latest technology and jet fighters available, these innovative carriers will serve as flagships of the Royal Navy for decades to come.
The Queen Elizabeth aircraft carrier is an awesome ship. It's 280 metres long, 70 metres wide. It's an airfield. It's 4 acres of real estate, and it'll have a crew of 680. It'll house up to 1,600 people if required.
Capital ships have always been at the heart of the Royal Navy's strike capability, but never like this. At 65,000 tons, the Queen Elizabeth-class aircraft carrier will be the biggest and most powerful surface warship ever constructed for the UK. It represents a major change in joint capability and provides the UK with a strategic presence around the world. With a flight deck covering 4 acres and an air wing of up to 40 aircraft, it will provide the opportunity to deliver formidable strike power at a time and place of our choosing. And not just one carrier, but 2. HM ships Queen Elizabeth and Prince of Wales. They follow a long naval tradition by bearing the names of capital ships from previous generations. In their primary role, these ships will carry a joint force air group made up predominantly of the potent joint combat aircraft, the F-35B Lightning II, providing worldwide force projection.
The automation on the ship will absolutely improve the orchestration required in order to launch and recover these aircraft. And whether it's taking off using the enormous power of that engine and afterburner, or even a short takeoff, which is amazing to watch, it's a fantastic capability. With the convergence of technologies in F-35, the range of sensors, the weaponry, the inbuilt stealth technology, and the ability to be able to downlink real-time information to a Queen Elizabeth-class carrier or to land-based facilities puts UK defence at the leading edge of technology into the future.
With 2 separate islands instead of one large island, the design of these ships is highly innovative, creating more deck space both for aircraft and lift operations. Each island will provide improved visibility from both the flying control position in the aft island and from the bridge in the forward island. This important design feature permits the separation and duplication for vital elements of the carrier's capabilities, such as sensors, communications equipment, and engine uptakes, exhaust stacks, and downtakes, clean air intake. In fact, the Queen Elizabeth class ships will set new standards of excellence in virtually every field of carrier capabilities. These include landing aids, air traffic control, and state-of-the-art radar. There's also a new design for highly mechanized weapons handling, with greatly increased capability as compared with current carriers. This new mechanized system will be safer and more efficient than any previous system, and will require 75% fewer people to operate it. The large aircraft hangar, equal to the size of 12 Olympic swimming pools, will be capable of housing a wide variety of combat aircraft, and large lifts will provide additional hangar maneuvering space. As well as the joint combat aircraft, there will also be a variety of helicopters for use in rescue missions and humanitarian operations.
These carriers are not just fast jet aircraft carriers. They have the ability to carry large numbers of helicopters, including the Royal Air Force's Chinook. And with those aircraft alongside the Army's Apache, we will have the ability to mount raids far into enemy territory anywhere in the world.
The Army Air Corps are very much excited about operating from the new carriers, both in terms of our Lynx Wildcat and also the helicopter I fly, which is the Apache. These carriers will allow us to strike with the Apache further inland with bigger munitions load, greater fuel, bigger reach, and thus we can protect the nation's interests far better.
Already, Royal Navy and Royal Air Force personnel are being trained in carrier skills in the United States, and our personnel are also serving within the French Carrier Strike Group. It's laying strong foundations with our key strategic partners as we look to share responsibilities in the years which lie ahead.
HM ships Queen Elizabeth and Prince of Wales will be based in the Navy's main home port, Portsmouth. From their Portsmouth base, the ships will be deployed wherever in the world it is necessary to confront a threat to the security of Britain or our allies. However, the Queen Elizabeth class will not be expected to be deployed on their own, but as the flagship of a carrier strike group, which may include destroyers, frigates and submarines, and other support vessels. A formidable presence and statement of British sovereignty. The next generation of the Royal Navy's aircraft carriers is only a few years away. HM ships Queen Elizabeth and Prince of Wales represent a unique history in the making, bringing together the combined efforts of industry across our nation, and will provide us with unprecedented joint capability to meet the challenges of the 21st century. In 2009, the Royal Navy celebrates 100 years in naval aviation. The new Queen Elizabeth class aircraft carriers continue this proud tradition, looking ahead to a new future for the Royal Navy and state-of-the-art naval aviation.